Hi, and welcome to the Travel Boss. Today's video is about the top 10 things to do in Tulsa. Often called the oil capital of the world, Oklahoma's Tulsa is a wonderful place to visit with lots of attractions. As well as a wealth of interesting Art Deco architecture and historic sites, it has plenty of pretty parks and 2 outstanding art museums to check out. Thanks to the numerous large energy companies and big businesses that have their headquarters in town, it has loads of excellent restaurants and trendy bars to try out. Let's get started. Number 10. Philbrook Museum of Art. The city's standout site, though, has to be the fabulous Philbrook Museum of Art, which lies not far from Woodward Park. Surrounded by some exquisite gardens, it has a refined collection of paintings, pottery, and jewelry for guests to peruse. Rightfully lauded for its impressive array of artworks and exhibits, the museum occupies an ornate Italian Renaissance-style mansion. The former home of Oklahoma oil pioneer Wade Phillips and his wife, the vast villa with its 70 rooms was built in 1926. Just a decade later, it was open to the public with thousands of works from all around the world now decorating its elegant interior. Number 9. Gathering Place. If it is phenomenal panoramas and pretty outdoor spaces that you are after, then look no further than the gorgeous Green Gathering Place, Tulsa's pride and joy. The popular Riverfront Park, all its paths, picnic areas, and playgrounds lie just a 5-minute drive down the river from downtown. Only opened in 2018, it encompasses lush lawns and leafy areas with peaceful ponds, gardens, and water features also dotted about. As it was designed by renowned landscape architect Michael Van Valkenburg, the hybrid park has a very harmonious feel and layout, with each area offering old and young alike a different experience. Number 8. Woodward Park. A very picturesque place to spend some time. Woodward Park lies in the south of the city, right next to the Tulsa Historical Society and Museum. Scattered about all its lovingly landscaped grounds and gardens are an elegant mansion, conservatory, and arboretum for visitors to explore. Once the private property of Helen Woodward, it was turned into a public park in 1929. Since then, fragrant rose, herb, and sunken gardens have been planted beside its lush woodlands and reflective ponds. For many, its scenic rock gardens with their streams and small springs are its finest feature, alongside all the terraced floral arrangements and outdoor art installations. Number 7. Woody Guthrie Center. Home to lots of artifacts and exhibits, the Woody Guthrie Center offers up a fascinating insight into the life and legacy of the famed folk singer. One of the Tulsa Arts District's main tourist attractions, it borders both the green of the same name and the Bob Dylan Center. Dedicated to one of American folk music's most significant figures, the excellent museum contains many of his original artworks, instruments, and manuscripts. While perusing its exhibits and historic photos, you'll learn all about the Oklahoma native's take on American life, his anti-fascist views, and profound lyrics. Number 6. Tulsa Botanic Garden. On the northwestern outskirts of town is one of its most scenic and serene spots, the beautiful Tulsa Botanic Garden. Home to loads of colorful plants, flowers, trees, and shrubs, its pretty paths, pools, and lakeside promenade are a treat to amble around peacefully. Since its opening in 2009, its grounds have grown and grown, with themed gardens and untouched wild spaces now surrounding its wonderful waterways. Besides wandering around its massive lake, prairies, and rose beds, guests can also stop by its informative visitor center. The highlight, however, is undoubtedly its fabulous floral terrace, which features more than 120,000 spring bulbs each year and cascades its way down the hillside. Number 5. The Golden Driller. Just a short detour south of Route 66 is yet another of Tulsa's many must-see roadside attractions. Towering 75 feet tall in total, the Golden Driller dominates its surroundings, with a striking statue being visible for miles around. Originally erected in 1953, the iconic and enormous oil driller is now proudly displayed in front of the Tulsa Expo Center. Clad in gold, it depicts the ginormous figure resting with one hand on an oil derrick, while Tulsa is emblazoned on their belt. Both a symbol and tribute to the oil capital of the world, it is remarkably one of the tallest statues in the States. After having snapped some photos, You can always attend an event at the expo or head off to see the rest of the city's sights. Number 4. Route 66. As Tulsa is home to plenty of historical sites related to Route 66, it is well worth driving along the part of the iconic highway that traverses the town. Lining it are not just attractive Art Deco edifices and atmospheric roadside inns, but gigantic signs, statues, and old service stations too. Also known as the Main Street of America or the Mother Road, the retired route used to cross the city east to west and over the Arkansas River. Dozens of landmarks dating to its heyday still dot the 26-mile stretch of road that cuts its way through Tulsa. While some of its old hotels, theaters, and gas stations have certainly seen better days, other sites are rather well preserved with new markers and monuments having been set here and there. Number 3. Tulsa Air and Space Museum. Located alongside the city's international airport, you can find the interesting and educational Tulsa Air and Space Museum. Within its huge hangar are housed all kinds of vintage aircraft, with artifacts and exhibits also featuring. Dedicated to preserving Oklahoma's considerable aerospace history and heritage, it was first opened to the public in 1998. Interactive displays and hands-on activities now pack its enormous exhibition space alongside one of the only surviving Spartan C-2 aircraft and a formidable F-14 Tomcat. These document the evolution of America's aviation industry from smoke-filled balloons and World War II jets to the space age and present-day planes. Number 2. Boston Avenue Methodist Church. One of the best religious sites in Oklahoma is the Boston Avenue Methodist Church. This downtown Tulsa house of worship is nearly 100 years old and is a testament to the power of Art Deco design. This isn't the kind of place you can just pop into for a quick moment to understand what makes it such an impressive part of Tulsa. You might not even have to step inside to realize this. The design of Boston Avenue Methodist Church is so complex and otherworldly. Take your time to gradually make your way around and see how phenomenal it is. Number 1. Orneoke Field. At this Tulsa Stadium, you can catch games featuring the minor league baseball team, the Tulsa Drillers. You can also see the Tulsa Roughnecks work to defend their goal and perform forward rolls, flip-flaps, and more. In addition to sports, Orneoke Field is also set to become one of the best points of interest in Tulsa for live music. Famed rocker Jack White is going to headline the very first rock concert at the stadium in September. If you're looking for stuff to do in Tulsa, rooting on the hometown or rocking to some classic tunes is one of your best options. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.